Hello and thanks for checking out TheChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on the cryptocurrency space. Another round of congratulations to the bulls as we're seeing some continuation and strength here in the day. Before we get into it, going to be launching our new platform Trader Pro for the alert system. So those already using the alert system, you will notice that you are having an upgraded platform experience in terms of changing the layout, and we're going to be adding some new alerts and eventually adding stocks data to it. So more on that when we do a full-on launch. Right now, it's just transitioning current users to the new system, and that's going to be happening in the near-term future. So excited about that. Going to be using the alert system more myself as well, and that'll be a part of these videos in the near-term future. So Bitcoin maintained the daily 12-period exponential support. Look at these little lower lows. Everyone seeing a lack of follow-through. 91.71, bear break of $31. Bear break of $62. Just no real bear follow through. We then traded sideways most of yesterday in an hourly tightening range. We had one candle and then pretty much traded within that range for a dozen hours. It broke bullish and then the bull volume poured in as we headed back to higher highs. So we know the monthly higher low is very clearly set at this point because of how much bounce we have seen. And again, we're watching the monthly volume as to whether or not we are likely to break 14,000 straight into a monthly higher low and higher high, or if what I feel is most likely, the monthly equilibrium is going to take place. Volume will be a key. I know a lot of people talk about volume being manipulated in the cryptocurrency space. Yes, that's absolutely the case often, but we don't have much else to be going off of. So using a lot of factors, a lot of exchanges volume and their data to determine the most likely scenario. And we will have to see increasing bull volume if we're going to get a possible chance to break that 13.8, in my opinion. So daily uptrend remains intact. 90.78 is now our most important support level, and that is our clear daily higher low as far as I'm concerned. Yes, there was a little bit of chop in here, but it's the bull move off of that level that tells me that's now the most important short-term level. So as far as resistance goes, we broke 9,600, so now we're looking at 9,940, 10,000 psychological, and then 10,540 as a few levels from there. When we lose the daily uptrend, we zoom out and look for a weekly higher low, but there is no indication of that daily uptrend being lost anytime soon. And even when it is lost, the bulls are very comfortable because of how much space they have for a weekly higher low to form. And we have the exponential supports as a weekly visual guide as well. So we're not going to be talking about weekly consolidation until we lose the daily uptrend, which is still intact at this point. Short-term action, the bulls are still running with the 5-minute uptrend. 5-minute exponential support continues to hold. 3 tests now since that top. When we lose the 5-minute uptrend, the hourly chart is extended without an hourly higher low in the last 9 hours. We'll just look for an hourly higher low. We'll look for exponential support, the 4-hour time frame. When we lose the hourly uptrend, we'll look for a 4-hour higher low. So back to playing the zoom out game, thanks to the bulls in an uptrend on every time frame. And congrats to the bulls. Altcoins performing well as we will see in just a moment. I personally am trading the cryptocurrency space less. I have my long-term no-touch positions that are definitely benefiting. When we break what I anticipate will be a tightening weekly or a tightening monthly equilibrium, then I'm going aggressive in the cryptocurrency space. Until that happens, I will be passively trading it. Personally, I've been all over Tesla the last 2 weeks, and again, that's just where I'm comfortable. The amounts that I'm trading in Tesla, the fees that I would accrue in the cryptocurrency space would be very significant. You know, I trade Tesla, I can't even go into the exact, but in this past week, I've traded Tesla 60 some times. And if I did that in Bitcoin, again, I'd be looking at 5 figures of fees easily. So patiently waiting for long-term setups on the monthly chart to dictate all-in aggressiveness. If you give me a monthly equilibrium with a lower high at 10,300, wherever, anywhere under 14,000, and then a monthly higher low, and then a bull break, I will put a very significant amount of my capital that I have allocated to cryptocurrency into the space, into longer term positions, which I have not done since the 2017 bull run. So I've been trading it, but I have not gone aggressive. I've been conservative. I will go aggressive if you give me a monthly equilibrium and then break it bullish. The Bitcoin dominance chart clearly fell through short-term support. This is why the altcoins are continuing to outperform Bitcoin. This is a notable bear break on any bounce. We're just looking for a daily lower high. Ethereum leading the charge with a little daily bull flag and follow through. The break of 195 with a nice 5% move of follow through. From here, little resistance to 224.71. Again, big picture. We always want to know where we stand, and the level on the monthly time frame here is 364. So how far away are we from 364? Well, we need about 80%. So the odds of a monthly lower high on Ethereum even more likely than on Bitcoin. At this point, Bitcoin has to see about a 40+% move to break bullish. And obviously for Ethereum, it's much more than that at about 75%. ETH BTC, still a solid move on this chart. 2304 is the level because that has the potential to change the monthly trend. Let's get rid of these lines. So low, high of 2304, higher low. And if we break that level, the monthly trend will change. And we'll start to see, if that happens, we'll start to see Ethereum catching up. You know, like I said, Bitcoin only needs 40%, where Ethereum needs twice that much. That gap will shrink if that monthly trend can change on ETH BTC. LTC, so Litecoin, trying to see a bull break, resistance 73.33. We did break it, but that's a double top at this point. We do need more follow through. But our daily higher low is set at 66.51. Need to go back to Ethereum. I went through it too fast here. So daily higher low on Ethereum is 184.29. We're riding the 5-minute exponential supports, still in control for the bulls, lose that. Plenty of space for an hourly higher low, plenty of space for a 4-hour higher low. So bulls very confident with the amount of space they have to work with. So Litecoin's the same thing, but not as convincing a bull break. Let's see where we stand on the monthly time frame. What percentage distance are we? We need over 100% for a monthly bull break. So again, odds are even higher for Litecoin for a monthly equilibrium. Monthly lower highs will not be set until we lose our weekly uptrends. And again, we're not even thinking about that at this point. We have to be watching the daily uptrend for now. LTC, BTC. Failure to break this daily resistance is why Litecoin US dollar pairing is not seeing any bull follow through from its resistance break. So 778 resistance. If we fail here and drop down and break 7258, that will indicate short-term momentum is leaving Litecoin and Bitcoin is going to be gaining strength against Litecoin if that level breaks. That is the short-term range that we're keeping an eye on, that we have been trading within for the last 5 days. XRP, bull break here as well on the daily chart. Nice big old volume. Weekly time frame. Clear resistance approaching at 315, still a long ways away from that weekly resistance. We look at the monthly time frame here, we don't have an equilibrium because we dropped to a lower low on the monthly chart. So just want to keep highlighting how XRP is different than everybody else because we did just drop to a fresh low a couple months ago. Doesn't mean there's not gains to be had for bulls, just means it is not the same setup and it's going to require a bit more heavy lifting for these bulls to change the long-term monthly trend. And we haven't consolidated on daily in a while. Anything above 236 will be a daily higher low. Binance getting follow through. So daily higher low for Binance, we're going to call it 1787. So a bull break, next level. We're in an area with a lack of clear resistance. 1928 broke, so we're looking at 20 psychological and then 2019. Daily uptrend is the most important thing for me in the cryptocurrency space right now for clarity because that tells us when we look for a weekly higher low when the daily uptrend is lost. And again, names like Binance, plenty of space for a weekly higher low to form. We could pull back 30% and still be looking for that higher low. Link USD, no bull break over 294. Daily higher low is set at 267. If we fail 294 and lose 267, we are then in a daily downtrend. So every name that we just looked at is not close to seeing a daily downtrend, but we have to keep an eye on Link because if that happens, the weekly equilibrium will continue playing out here. Low, high, higher low, and a loss of the daily uptrend would mean our lower high is likely set, and we then look for a pullback for another higher low to form compared to 163. BSV, daily tightening range, finally breaking bullish. The level to break bullish was 292.22. We made the bull break. We saw an $18 move. So a nice little 5% plus move. Next resistance is 322.59. If we cannot break 322.59 tomorrow, it's a little bit of a red flag because we only break one resistance level. We know we have the most confidence in equilibrium breaks when it happens and multiple levels break on the same move. If you only break one level and then stall out, you leave a little bit of doubt in the mind of whichever direction you break. So a little bit of a 4-hour climax, and we'll look for a 4-hour higher low to form. More profit taking here on the hourly now than we're seeing on the other major coins. BCH USD, lead bull move. So BCH USD broke bullish first, and GBTC, the stock, also broke bullish first. If you look on the daily time frame, the resistance to break was 1138, and on the 5-minute time frame, what time did 1138 break? It broke this morning, shortly after 10 a.m. When did the Bitcoin bull break take place? Don't know. Let's look. So the Bitcoin daily bull break took place hours after that. So GBTC, with a little bit of a clue, bulls had more confidence in GBTC to break its daily resistance, while Bitcoin, I remember looking at it, Bitcoin was still 2% away from a resistance break when GBTC broke its resistance. So always little clues that we can be keeping an eye out for. So BCH, USD, this is a little cup and handle pattern. Left side of resistance, I think I highlighted this in a recent video. Right side unable to break it, bull flag, and there's your confirmation of the cup and handle. And the weekly time frame, lack of resistance here, 429. We broke that. Not a ton of resistance here nearby. We'll just look at psychological levels, 440, 450. What's our monthly chart look like? Percentage required to break monthly resistance from here, we need about less than 25%. So BCH is closer than anybody that we looked at. If I have to rank the percentage distance of a monthly bull break, BCH, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then Litecoin in that order of closest to a bull break and furthest from a bull break. If BCH USD breaks this monthly resistance while Bitcoin is still a couple $1,000s from its resistance, my probability needle of whether or not Bitcoin is going to be a monthly equilibrium or a monthly bull break, the probability needle will shift a little bit towards increasing the chances that a monthly bull break could happen instead of an equilibrium. Dash on the daily time frame. Higher low clearly established at 108. Have not broken resistance levels. 128.21 and 145. Still further work for the bulls to do here. So not nearly as strong as other names. And ICX, look at that. Huge move up. Finally topping out for now. Looking like, let's see, we had a little 4-hour lower high and lower low. So that means zoom out and look for daily consolidation. It's currently a daily inside bar. Inside bar would have to break tomorrow for a clear daily higher low to then be forming. First hourly oversold conditions from the massive bull move have not been hit yet. So if we do drop down under 40 cents, look for hourly oversold conditions and keep an eye out for the daily higher low. So that's where we stand overall, big picture and small picture. Bulls extremely comfortable and looking for more. We'll see how long these bulls can keep that daily uptrend. When do we look bearish? Don't want to step in front of a raging bull train. I would want to see weakness and then look, just as an example, if I'm saying, okay, Bitcoin is overextended on the 4-hour time frame, we need a 4-hour higher low, I'm not just going to enter and then look for a pullback. I need to see a loss of the 5-minute uptrend, then I could enter. That could be a first signal because that would show me a short-term shift in momentum. Let's say we set another 5-minute higher low at 96.80 and then eventually break that 5-minute higher low. So I would enter a short at 96.80. My stop would be above 97.70. So risking about $100 including slippage, and the reward would be $100 risk. And if we do top out and see 4-hour consolidation, could end up being a couple $100 of reward. Again, I'm not looking to make that trade. That's just an example of waiting for at least short-term weakness to have a clear resistance level to play off of, as opposed to just scaling in on a runaway bull move and hoping that we top out soon. It's the difference between being in control of the trade with a clearly defined risk and being out of control of the trade and being thrown around by whatever the price is doing. So I hope you have a good day and do good things. So wrapping it up here at the end, in a recent Q&A video that I did on our YouTube channel, mentioned my accountant and how much he has helped me. He is a trader. My previous accountant doing my taxes was not a trader. He missed out on something that saved me a huge amount of money. So he knows cryptocurrency, he trades crypto, he is in Canada and the US. So if you are looking for an accountant that knows trading, I will put his email here, somewhere, maybe on my chest right now. Email right here. Feel free to reach out. He's a great guy. I've met him multiple times. Most recently, we had a business meeting in Mexico on the beach at the Chart Guys meetup while sipping some 18-year-old fancy scotch. Great guy, and recommend his services. See you next time.